Hi friends! Today we're going to watch an interesting animation about what would happen if our characters got into the Among Us game. To find out what's in my room, you need to like and subscribe. Come on, I'm waiting. Well, 3, 2, 1.
There's a puking Pomni here today!
I'm very much interested too. Well, let's see.
It looks like there is a character skin selection going on right away, and apparently white is the color that was chosen. By the way, look at how many costumes these characters have.
Wait, seriously, they decided to choose the Pomni skin specifically?
What's embarrassing? I think my skin is pretty attractive.
No, I have nothing against it. I just thought I would be the villain here. It doesn't really matter who fulfills that role, so let's just see what she does here. I think it should be pretty interesting.
Okay. Looks like right now we're going to jump right into the game and see what's going to happen. Wow, I remember this map. We totally played it. And by the way, that's the Banana Cat. He's here determined to get these weird emeralds up here.
Wait, there's also Cameraman.
But what is he doing here? There seem to be a huge number of different characters here.
Here I am, and it looks like I've got some kind of brilliant plan here. Apparently, I've decided to use the violin to thwart this guy. Yeah, it was a really weird idea, but I guess that's why he let go of the rope and dropped all those emeralds right on the cameraman.
That was pretty mean. I think something interesting is going to happen next.
Wait, he was beginning to suspect her. But apparently she decided to avert her suspicion and destroy him with a grenade. Yeah, she really blew this guy up. The grenade went right into his face.
But it looks like the next character is here. It's someone else from the Skibidi Toilet universe. Wait, what? This doesn't feel right anymore. Why is he touching me? This seems really stupid and wrong.
He really did let himself go too far. And that's why you decided to get mad at him. By the way, it's pretty weird that you were able to kill him so quickly, since you just recently killed another character.
I remember this game has a timer between kills. I have to find an explanation as to why that happened, but I feel like I'll be fighting against a huge number of characters from the Skibidi Toilet universe here.
You seem to be in a big hurry to get somewhere, but this guy with a TV on his head decided to call you over to his place.
You need to help him. He needs the other character to put his palm on the other sensor. I think you should help him to avert suspicion, but it looks like you decided otherwise. And that's when you wanted to kill him, but you almost got spotted.
Although you seem to have aroused this character's suspicion. Oh, okay. While this character still can't put his hand on it, he noticed that you were too far away from the sensor. But it looks like right now you decided to kill him, and you killed him just by using a gun.
That's the third murder I've done. Looks like I should really be able to beat them all. And now I've made it to the kitchen.
Yes, you did end up here. And here you decided to just sit next to them. But it looks like you got some kind of smoke grenade and decided to use it to kill all the other characters around you. That seems pretty brutal. It looks like this is the last character left alive, and he noticed that you killed everyone here.
Okay, that was an easy win for you, and killing the last character with a crossbow was a pretty interesting idea. Finally, they're all defeated, and it looks like you won here.
Now let's take a look at who the next character will be. We found ourselves in the lobby, and it looks like the next character creation is going to be happening right now. There's only one color left available here, and that's brown.
I don't remember any of our friends being brown. The character was left white after all, and I think I can already see who the next character will be. Yeah, it's Kaufmo. Looks like he's getting a makeover here.
And honestly, it's a pretty weird choice, actually. I miss him a lot because he's our friend. I think we all miss him because he was an integral part of our family.
Right now, it looks like he's starting to turn into the same creepy creature he turned into earlier. Watching him act out here, we see the Banana Cat again. In fact, I feel as sorry for him as possible because he's being treated too cruelly here.
Let's see what's gonna happen here. He's been electrocuted, and our friend is laughing really hard about it. To be honest, I think that in real life, he would definitely not laugh at him because he has always been very kind and funny.
And by the way, look at that. He even decided to help him out here. Okay, that's actually a pretty friendly thing to do. I don't even believe he's gonna kill him after that.
Okay, this cutie attached a key card and now he's seeing some really beautiful sunset. He's finally happy and this view really is insanely beautiful. But he didn't have to enjoy this view for long because our friend really freaked him out with an attempted murder.
The banana cat himself decided to fall right into the water. Now it looks like we're seeing, frankly, characters from the Skibidi Toilet universe. I don't feel so sorry for him anymore. It looks like he decided to sneak up on him from behind and just snapped his neck.
Now it looks like he's off to his next victim. Wait, what's going on? For some reason, he decided to go back in. Apparently, someone's coming this way, and they need to hide a body. And I remember this character. This guy is definitely Brawl Stars.
It seems our friend decided to offer him a balloon, but he refused it. So he offered him another gift. He's doing a masterful job of distracting this guy from the corpse behind him.
He was actually doing it quite skillfully up until the moment he screwed up. By the way, he was lucky that his kill timer had already run out, and it looks like he decided to create a machine gun out of this balloon. After which he shot the guy.
Okay, that murder was pretty brutal too, and I think there's just one last victim left. Let's see where he goes now.
Look, a character from the Skibidi Toilet universe. And now he was going on a date. Oh my god, look at this. This is the most awkward situation possible. I don't think Kaufmo's too happy about all this female attention.
He doesn't like it very much, and because of his stress, he turned into a creepy creature and killed the girl who fell in love with him. But he's happy now, and now it looks like we're on to our next victim.
Wait, seriously? I'm gonna be the next victim? I think he's my friend and he wouldn't kill me.
And I think it's totally irrelevant because in this game he needs to kill everyone.
By the way, look at how appetizingly Pomni eats marshmallow. Kaufmo seems to like it here too, and I think they've really hit it off. Look at this. It's the cutest possible friendly pic.
Apparently there wasn't enough marshmallow for him. Wait, really? Now he's gonna kill her? Okay, well, I'd really like to see that.
And by the way, look at this. It's a really cool reference to our cartoon. It looks like she was supposed to leave through this door, but she failed, and now there's one last victim left with a camera on his head.
He's got some marshmallow in his hands too, and it looks like he's going to pay for it. Well, oh okay, that was a pretty interesting animation. And now we're moving on. Looks like Kane's gonna be the first. God, I so don't want to watch us get pulverized. It's not plush, it's plastic. Oh my god, look how fast that giant shredder destroyed him.
Okay, bro, I was the weakest, but now it's Regatta's turn. Look how fast that shredder devoured her stuffed toy. Wait, seriously? They still decided to send in the exit door?
Okay, that was about as rude as it gets. Wait, really? Now they've decided to send Jax over there. Bye-bye, buddy. I think you're done.
In fact, these plush toys get ground up as quickly as possible. Look at that. It only takes one turn to completely destroy this toy. Okay, looks like it's time for Kinger to go to the same place.
Looks like he's gonna meet the same fate as Jax. Yeah, look at that. He was destroyed very quickly by that giant thing. Honestly, I feel the most sorry for all the characters that go in there.
Look at that. Now it's Zubal's turn to watch the destruction of plush toys. Not as much fun as watching plastic objects being destroyed. Plastic objects are much more fun to destroy.
Oh no, look at that, it's Pomni. She's going to die right now too. Let's watch her go straight into that shredder.
Jesus, he has absolutely no mercy on anyone. I'm even curious to see at least one thing this thing couldn't break. But I don't think such a thing exists.
This thing breaks absolutely everything. There seems to be absolutely no way out of there. Look at this. It's the end of these toys.
Seriously, I'm going to be sent there a second time? That's pretty brutal. But it looks like I'm not getting out of there.
Yes, this toy was broken again, and now it's finished. Wait, seriously? Another figurine? It's Pomni, and it looks like it's not plush this time.
Let's see how quickly it's destroyed. Okay, right now this thing was put in there, and now this thing has broken it. The figurine was wooden.
Okay, then how she broke was much more interesting to watch. But it broke even faster than all the plush toys, and now it's definitely over. Look at that. It looks like we're looking at a flashback now.
It looks like that's what they looked like when they were whole. Okay, actually, I never really understood the gimmick of all these toys being put into a shredder and destroyed. But it looks like someone is really interested in watching it.
Apparently, the people watching this want us dead very badly. It looked as violent as possible in here. Okay, let's look at all of our toys on rewind.
It's possible that these toys look much more beautiful when they're whole. Now, by the looks of it, we're going to be watching Rubber Rainbow Friends being destroyed. First, the guys decided to put regular paper in the shredder.
What? That was pretty stupid. But now let's see this dinosaur destroyed. Looks like this guy had absolutely no chance of getting out of there.
Like the second dinosaur that broke in it very quickly. I would have liked to see at least one toy that wouldn't be destroyed so quickly. But now they decided to throw a plush toy in there.
I don't think she's gonna be happy. Yeah, well, look at that. She got shredded real fast in that shredder. He didn't give any of the toys a chance.
They were destroyed very quickly, and it looks like Mignon will be next in line. He looks pretty positive. He's as pitiful as possible. It looks like he's about to be destroyed.
Yeah, look at that. That shredder didn't even spare him. Now we finally get to see how rubber toys behave inside this shredder. A little more.
At least that's what I'm really hoping for. From the looks of it, this toy is very flexible, and it's entirely possible that it won't even be destroyed inside on the first try. Let's finally wait for it to be lowered down and see what happens to it.
Okay, it was finally put in there, but it looks like it was destroyed on the first try after all. Yeah, look at that. Apparently, there were Orbeez inside this toy.
The Orbizos flew off in different directions. The rubber toys seem to break down really fast inside this thing, too. I think they are being destroyed too quickly.
I thought they would last a little longer. Okay, now here's the shredder placing the next toy. It's that green rainbow friend.
I wonder what's inside it. It seems to me that it has the exact same Orbeez inside of it. I guess we'll find out very soon.
We are now being shown how flexible he is, and I think this guy is even more flexible than his previous friend. Well, let's see how he behaves inside the shredder. And right now, he's going to be lowered down there.
Okay, it finally got put down there, but it didn't seem to have any Orbeez inside it. Apparently this guy was made up of something else, but he too was destroyed as quickly as possible. This shredder doesn't give anyone a chance.
He really destroys everyone as mercilessly as possible and very quickly. All those toys had that fate, and I think it would be much better if these toys were given to some children who have never touched them in their lives.
And right now, these guys have decided to show us in flashback how all the toys are restored. Honestly, I can't imagine who would enjoy such a sight, but it looks like we're gonna have to see it now.
And by the way, would you look at that? It would be great if there really was such a machine that could restore something from its maximum broken state to its most ordinary state.
And now we're going to watch more videos of dropping figures with Bluey and Bingo into the shredder. These are actually our friends, and they even have a YouTube channel where they play various games as well. So let's be sure to see what's going on, and it looks like right now a pillow is going to go into that shredder, along with their entire family.
Oh, okay, that looks sad enough, but it looks like... Would you look at that? That pillow is stuck. She's got that Schroeder turning her stuff back on. Okay, the potato was a really serious obstacle to the whole Schroeder thing.
Now, we're going to take a look at Bluey's plush toys going into this shredder. To be honest, I was as sad as possible looking at the toy, but stopped there and decided to send a second one in there.
Okay, so far the toys are really being destroyed inside as quickly as possible, and now they've decided to send Bluey's rubber toy in there. Okay, for all we know, rubber toys are also being destroyed quickly inside this shredder.
Let's keep watching to see how she goes inside here and what happens to her. I don't think she has any chance of survival, but I was actually quite surprised to see the plush pillow not destroyed on the first try.
This is really very cool! Okay, now we're going to see what happens to this rubber toy. It actually looks pretty sturdy, but I don't think it stands a chance against this shredder anyway.
He looks pretty formidable, and I think right now he's going to destroy this toy on the first try. Yeah, look at that. This toy got shredded very quickly, but for some reason they decided to show it to us again.
The guys who made this video really enjoyed destroying this toy a lot, too. Look at how much she got wrapped up in that thing. It looks like she had absolutely no chance.
The rubber toy broke quickly. Yes, it had completely grinded up, and now it was destroyed for good. Okay, that looked pretty brutal.
And now we're looking at all these toys going back to back and rewind. All of these videos were actually quite interesting. In the end, take a look at how roughly all of these toys were treated.
Nevertheless, someone is enjoying this sight very much. Well, now I suggest that after we finish watching all the toys return to normal, we take a look at some interesting TikToks about our friend Sprunky.
Just look at the background. There's a huge number of our figures already made, and almost all the characters are already made. All that remains is to figure out which character he is constructing now.
Let's see. I have absolutely no idea so far, guys. If you know what character he's doing right now, please post it in the comments, but I think we'll be guessing it pretty soon.
I think he did the head before that. And this head looks a lot like Zooble to me. Yeah, look at that. It's really her.
I could tell by the body he put together. Well, he's doing pretty good, but I think he made her too tall. Although actually, I think she's actually taller than a lot of the characters in our circus. And look at that leg. It looks extremely funny. I could tell from the body he put together. Well, he's doing pretty good, but I think he made her too tall. Although actually, I think she's actually taller than a lot of the characters in our circus. And look at that leg. It looks extremely funny.
Is this product really going to be sustainable? I have very little faith in it so far. He's probably putting that white stand underneath it to keep it from falling over.
Now let's see how he attaches the head. I don't think it's going to hold firmly.
Okay, that's the moment, and he's now attached it here. But it looks like it's really unstable. I think it's a very unreliable construction.
Now it looks like he's starting to put together a second character, and I already know who it is. It's Gangle. Yeah, it's definitely her.
And by the way, look at the interesting technique he used to put it together. I think if he had actually made it out of ribbons, it would have been impossible to build.
But he decided to make the initial white frame, and I think this way this figure will be as realistic and stable as possible. Okay, let's see how he realizes all the other parts.
By the way, he even decided to add tears for me. Okay, now it looks like he's going to add legs for me, and I think the decision to add a huge white frame for me was the best decision.
By the way, look at that. He made the very mask that's broken. He decided to get as creative as possible with this figure.
Okay, now we're looking at the next figure. So far, I have absolutely no idea who it could be. He's putting metal balls together. Well, to be honest, I can't remember who has the metal building blocks, so let's see how he continues this whole thing.
Honestly, I'm still out of ideas, guys. If you have an idea, be sure to post in the comments who it is, and we'll see which one of you was right. Okay, well, it looks like he started adding other colors. Wait, I think I'm starting to guess who that is. It's Bubble! Yes, it is!
Look, I think using metal balls was a better idea. And he's transparent, and there's no such thing as transparent metal balls. And so we're looking at the next character that this guy creates.
To be honest, I think I'm already starting to guess who it might be. It looks a lot like Kofmo. At least it's the only one with such a yellow body.
Yes! Look at that! He added a clown hat and red lips. This is definitely going to be the one. By the way, he turned out pretty believable, and it really does look unrealistically cool. Okay, this guy really maximized the responsibility of creating this character. He looks unrealistically cool.
Now he's gonna add his arms, and he's doing them in that yellow color. It looks extremely believable, but I don't think his arms were that long.
Okay, it looks like he's finished making this figure, and I think it looks bigger than all the others. Okay, now I think we're going to see how all the characters that are in the background were created.
This guy has started creating a new character, and so far I have absolutely no idea who it could be. He keeps using green orbs and then removing them. Most likely these orbs are auxiliary. Okay, let's see who he does create. And I think it's two jaws. Yeah, look at that.
That's right, he's creating Kane. That was easy enough. I feel like this character is the only one we were able to guess so quickly. Okay, now he's adding his eyes. And by the way, he even decided to add eye color, green and blue, just like the original Kane.
Now it looks like he's going to make me a hat! Yeah, look at that! It looks as cool as can be!
Now I think it's time to create a body for him, and this guy is using the green auxiliary balls again. He's really been able to create a body as quickly as possible, and now it looks like he's going to create legs for him.
Okay, this character is really the fastest he can put together. I even wonder how he manages to do it all so fast.
Okay, now he's adding some lower parts, and it's parts of his jacket. Looks as authentic as possible, very similar to the original figure.
Now it's time to add arms for him, and this guy even decided to bend them to make this figure appear more alive. And now he's decided to add a cane for him. By the way, it looks like he still has some magnetic sticks, from which he easily created it.
Now he's putting my head on top. Cool! He was really able to create a very similar figure, and he didn't even need to use a white frame to do it. Looks like my character has finally been created, but it looks like he's decided to start creating someone else. Let's see who the next character will be.
I think it's immediately obvious from the head alone that it's me. He decided to add my distinctive long ears, but honestly, my mouth looks as weird as possible. By the way, look at how quickly he managed to create my body and arms. I seem to be the easiest character to realize.
Okay, he only has his hands left to do, and after that you can put his head on top. I'm really quite surprised by the fact that this guy is extremely fast at creating all these characters.
Okay, the arms are in place. Now it's time to add the head on top. Oh, great! Look at that. He's added it, and this Jax looks perfectly like the original version.
Now the goal is to create the next character, and I'm already realizing from the beginning who it is. He decided to create a Ragatha. This became clear as soon as he decided to add the blue eye. By the way, would you look at that? He very much made a similar hairstyle like hers. Now for her body, and he made these blue magnetic ocean balls out of these blue magnetic balls and joined them all together.
I actually think her original dress is a slightly different color, but nevertheless, it still looks very pretty. By the way, he's creating pretty quickly too. He's already attached all her arms and legs, and now he's placed the head on top. Finally, this figure is ready.
But I think it would have been much better if he had made her hair a little longer. That way she would have looked a lot like the original version of herself. And here I also guessed it right away. It's Kinger.
It was immediately clear because no one but him wears such idiotic clothes. And by the way, I think this character was created in record time. Did you even notice how fast he was created?
Okay, now we're looking at the next character, and it seems to me that by elimination we can guess that the last character will be Pomni. It actually made quite a bit of sense. It made even more sense at the moment when this guy was creating a head for her.
I wonder how he will handle the task of creating her clown hat. By the way, look at that. He even decided to add her hair.
Let's take a look at how he's going to create her next. It looks like he's already creating a body for her now. Oh no, look at that. Turns out that's the top of the hood. Well, it looks like he decided to make it as huge as possible, and he even decided to bend it to make it look as much like the original as possible.
Okay, I really like this as much as possible, because if he left those things straightened out, it would look as ugly as possible. Now let's see how he creates a body for me. And I feel like this body is realistically as small as possible for my big head.
But he still decided to make the character as similar to the original as possible, and so if he made the body a bit bigger, it would already be a big departure from the original version.
Now he added a few buttons to her. Right now, he placed her head on top. That's great! Look at that, he's finally created all these characters. It looks unreal cool.
And he really recreated everyone very similar. Well, I enjoyed this video immensely, and now I propose to watch some interesting TikToks.
Hello friends, today we will watch interesting TikToks.
Dude, I couldn't focus on what you were saying with that thing on your face. I was sick of staring at it.
Wait, why was she bald? Okay, looks like Jax decided to do some workout here.
Looks like he's decided to get serious about his physical fitness. I think being muscular suits you very well, buddy.
It looks like he can beat anyone now.
What is
And now
under
we'll listen
Jax's
to one
mask?
very
If you've
interesting
watched the
fan
pilot
theory.
episode for the Amazing Digital Circus, you might have noticed that Jax never closes his mouth. And he
This bro
always has a
actually thinks
smile
I have a
plastered
mask?
on his
Dude,
face.
that's
but
my real
recently,
face.
someone asked the creator on Tumblr if Jax would ever be able to take his mask off. So Gooseworks replied with this image saying, "We're all too
It seems that
familiar
the
with
artists
heel
of our
Jax.
cartoon don't
What
think
this
so,
means
and
for
they
the lore of
actually
the
showed
show,
your face
I
without a
have literally
mask.
no idea.
God,
but
bro,
now
you look
know.
really idiotic.
Stop insulting each other and let's watch another animation. It looks like Jax is singing some song and playing guitar here. Bro, I didn't know you could play an instrument.
Wait, really? That knife flew right into his head? Oh my god, I hope it didn't hurt.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on working at that diner. It was the worst day of my life.
But it looks like it was just a really bad day for you because Gangle really enjoyed working at this place. And just look, she tried on the role of an employee of different establishments.
I can't see my hands. And here we are, shown different stages of development of that very creepy scene. Lord, do you even remember that creepy Halloween episode? I still have very creepy memories from that moment.
Andy, I think this might be the creature from the tapes.
I am still very much amazed by Kinger's reaction to what happened there. It seems to me that I would have run away in a random direction out of fear.
This dance seems too provocative to me. I think she would definitely not dance like that in real life.
By the way, guys, just look. A silhouette of a character from our amazing digital circus appeared on the screen. Pause this video and write in the comments who you see here.
And the correct answer will appear on the screen in 3, 2, 1, and yes, you guessed it again, it's Ragatha!
And in our last video, this guy answered correctly, and we congratulate him. And if you want your comment to also appear in our video, then be sure to write the correct answer, and maybe you will be in our next video.
Guys, let's not get distracted and continue watching TikToks. By the way, something extremely strange is happening here. It looks like these are characters from Poppy Playtime.
Wait, what's going on here? Let's see. Oh my god, did you see that? I don't think we were supposed to watch that video.
And something extremely strange is happening here. It looks like these guys are in some kind of love relationship.
Just look. It looks like she tricked him, and now he himself fell into a trap. That was very clever.
Wait, why am I the one working for various fast food chains? I hate this job. Okay, it looks like this is the video where I like it.
And here we are drawn in the style of some Chinese fighters. But this outfit, to be honest, seems a bit revealing to me.
Oh my god! They really made a monster out of me here? I don't like this role at all. I'm not used to being evil.
Finally, she was able to return her normal life. It ended in animation, but nevertheless, it is what she always dreamed of.
Wow! And here I was finally able to go through this door, and it looks like I now have a super cool 3D model. It seems to be a sequel to some other story. I think it's a Hansel and Gretel story. Right now we see Hansel staring at a gun.
Okay, I'm not really sure what's going on here because this is an analog horror we haven't watched, but it sounds like there's some interesting story here too. Gretel says he's coming to see his brother now.
Wait, is this really where he wants to kill his brother with a gun? Okay, this house and he's coming right now. God, it's really scary in these woods.
Look at that! I don't think I'd go through a forest like that. I think it's full of danger.
But from the looks of it, the protagonist is not scared at all. He reached some abandoned house somewhere in the woods, surprised to see a brick house.
By the way, it is quite possible that this house belongs to one of the 3 piglets. Apparently these stories are going to intertwine here. Okay, let's see how this story continues.
Oh no! It looks like the wolf killed her too. And now, by the looks of it, absolutely no one was able to hide from the wolf. Oh my god. It looks like he's created a whole army of zombies out of piglets.
And it says here that they can't calm down. Jesus, their faces look as creepy and unnatural as possible. It looks like a compilation of every bad ending this guy has ever had on the channel.
Okay, let's look at the rest of the stories. Here's the obvious story about Little Red Riding Hood. Apparently she's lost in the woods right now.
But she says that luckily she has a flashlight. Hopefully now she'll be able to light her way. And right now she has to hurry to visit her grandmother.
Okay, I hope she can find her way. Yeah, it says here you shouldn't talk to strangers. Okay, that's actually pretty good advice.
But it looks like the wolf has caught up with her after all. Yeah, it looks like she's in trouble right now. Look at his angry face.
I hope at least here we get to find out how he lost one of his eyes. This is really the creepiest encounter possible, and look at this. Looks like we've learned that now.
Apparently, one of the hunters shot him right in the eye. But after that, he got even angrier. And it looks like he dropped his lighter, which caused him to set fire to all the dry grass around him.
Wait, is this really another ending where he goes down in flames? Because this guy really deserved it. Yeah, look at that. Finally managed to beat him.
We see his ghost again. This time he looks a little idiotic for some reason. It says here that he has nothing to say. Okay, that actually makes quite a bit of sense because he told us a huge story last time.
Okay, finally someone was able to beat him, And I hope that's a really good ending to this story. But here, for some reason, someone was peeking at them from behind a tree in the woods, and the hunter heard it.
Apparently, right now, he's going to want to investigate who it was. Yeah, look at that! Now he's shining his flashlight somewhere in the woods, and right now he's found whoever was watching them.
God, I was really scared. This creature is truly the most terrifying. I wonder who it was.
They managed to shoot this creepy creature, but honestly, she doesn't remind me of anyone I know. Okay, so it looks like the hunter was able to protect Little Red Riding Hood twice. She's insanely lucky to have met him in these woods today.
She had 2 dangers in the woods at once. Well, okay, it looks like they're about to go off right now. This analog horror is really about as creepy as possible, but I'm really glad someone came up with alternate endings for these stories.
And it looks like it was a good ending to the Little Red Riding Hood story. It was very interesting. I really enjoyed it. Now, I suggest that we move right on to the next game.
To be honest, even the beginning of this game scares me a lot. Okay, let's hit the play button and we're going to go play with you right now. To be honest, I'm really scared of what's going to happen here next.
The time, 3 little pigs left their mother's house to build their own homes. The first pig built his house out of straw because it was quick and easy. The second pig built his house out of sticks.
They really ran away from their mom to build their house. Okay, they're selective in terms of the material they're going to build their houses with, but it looks like this wolf is going to stop them from building their houses.
Oh my God, what was that just now? That was like some kind of screecher. Well, okay, look, there's a button here. Let's press it. The beginning of this game is really as scary as possible, but I guess we'll see what happens next.
Hello, I am the first pig. I need to protect myself from the wolf.
It looks like he's going to lead us somewhere through the forest path. This is the first piglet, and he wants to protect himself from the wolf. He wants us to advise him on his choice of material for the house.
As far as I remember, the first piglet chose a house made of straw, so we need to choose the first material option for him. To be honest, I think this material is as unreliable as possible, but it looks like he made his choice.
Wow.
Let's see what kind of house he will build. Hopefully the wolf won't be able to trap him in a straw house.
Okay, let's head over to this house. It looks like it's nighttime, and right now we're going to be watching what kind of house he's built. My God, look at this house. It looks extremely unreliable. I feel like this house could be broken down by absolutely anyone.
Okay, let's see how he spends the night. Hopefully he'll be able to survive. Let's see what this house looks like inside. No, unfortunately we can't look at it. We can only observe it from the outside.
Look, it looks like a wolf showed up right here and wants to sneak in. I hope this guy doesn't succeed because honestly, he looks as creepy as possible. Look at his long, sharp claws. I think he wants to kill that pig badly.
We still need to see how he's going to behave, so let's see what's going to happen inside this house. Oh no, God! It looks like he knows the wolf is outside, and right now he's trying to survive the night. I feel like there's going to be some kind of screamer right now. God, I'm as scared as possible.
Okay, wait, seriously? You were a screamer? Well, okay, well, he scared me, but I was absolutely not scared of this screamer. His face does look very scary here. I think I'd be afraid to see something like that in the night. I hope this pig is alive for now. He says he won't let him inside despite his threats.
Though the wolf is sure he'll definitely be able to do it, he has already started breaking this house. By the way, that sound is absolutely nothing like straw breaking. It's more like some other sounds. And look at that. The wolf broke down the door and managed to get into this house after all. Looks like he's eating that piglet.
Oh no, God! Look at this. I'm getting the most frightened by this picture. I hope I never see it again. Oh my God, it looks like he ate it after all. Well, like we said, the straw house would be the worst hiding place because it's unreliable, and he couldn't save that piglet.
And we move on, and it looks like there's only 2 piglets left. Looks like the first piglet is beyond saving. Oh my God, why are they showing his head right in the camera? Okay, let's go help the second pig right now. Hopefully, the wooden house will be more stable and he can still survive.
Okay, let's pick this particular piglet and go ahead. Apparently, he lives in some kind of forest.
Hi, I'm the second pig. The wolf is coming and I need to protect myself quickly. According to the story you heard, what material will I use to build my house?
Apparently, he wants us to help him with materials to build a house. I think we should choose a wooden house because we learned that the first material was as unreliable as possible.
Well, let's pick the second option right now. For some reason, we click on wood, but straw is selected. I don't understand why that's happening. Oh my God! Look at this. This looks like some maximum creepy face, and right now it's appeared in front of us. Oh my god, it looks like the face of a wolf.
Honestly, I'm getting as freaked out as possible by that face and everything he's trying to tell us. Okay, this guy seems to want to talk to us very badly, but we don't need it at all. We're back to material selection again, so let's try to choose wood material here because the straw just disappeared somewhere.
Well, okay, we finally picked that material. Apparently, this little piggy will now be building a house out of wood. He's hoping the wolf doesn't find it.
Wow, thanks for the help. I hope the wolf doesn't find me.
It looks like he's now built this house, and right now we're moving on to nighttime. The house looks a little more secure. Hopefully this house will actually give him shelter from the wolf and he won't attack him.
I'd better go in.
Let's send this piggy inside the house and see what happens next. Oh no, the wolf has started to reappear. It looks like he's going to eat the second piglet now. Let's see what happens next. He started knocking on the door, but I don't think the piglet is going to open it for him.
And look at this. The wolf has decided to trick the pig and says his brother is at the door. I don't think we should believe him. He asked his brother to appear at the window, but the wolf just showed his brother's dead head. This guy's a real sadist.
Okay, it seemed the light was out now, and the wolf appeared right in front of the piglet. Apparently, the wooden door wasn't a reliable method of hiding from him either, and now he's killed the second piglet as well. God, those shots in this video are as creepy as possible. I think the person who created this footage is truly disgusting.
Wait, seriously, they decided to put memes in here? Okay, that's really super dumb. Well, looks like there's no saving the other pig. We see the satisfied face of the wolf who killed another pig brother. Looks like this guy's a real maniac.
And to his brother's stick house. The wolf followed, huffed, puffed, and blew that house down too. The two pigs ran to their brother's brick house. The wolf tried to blow it down.
And now we're going to move on, and it looks like we're about to look at the story of the third little piggy. Let's pick him out quickly and go with you to help him build a new home.
Save us, brother. We are all dead. You are your last hope. Burn yourself. Your house next to the wolf. Sacrifice yourself for us and for all the victims he made.
We see the third little piggy, and he is asking that we can save him too. So right now we need to help him choose the materials to build his house.
The wolf. According to the story you heard, what material will I use to build my house?
I think we should definitely go with a brick house this time. For some reason, we've been asked to make it burn itself down before. Oh my god, did you see that? That was really scary again. In fact, I'm being creeped out as much as possible by the animations here.
Now we've chosen brick, and right now we're seeing this house made of bricks. Oh, okay. From the looks of it, right now this guy is going to build a house of bricks, and I hope that really helps him. But for some reason, we were asked to have the third brother burn himself down.
Wow. Thanks for the help. I hope the wolf doesn't find me.
Okay, let's see what happens next. Look, it appears to be a fuel canister, and for some reason he's asking us to find it. Okay, let's point to the fuel canister. Hopefully he won't do anything rash.
Well, he has a fuel canister now, and it will help him build a house. He just wants to build a fire. Okay, look at that. It looks like he wants us to help him find a lighter, and that's here too. We pointed that lighter out to him, and now that lighter belongs to him too.
By the way, look at that sad sun and sad moon. They didn't seem to like the sights they had seen the last 3 times. Okay, now helped him build the house, and right now he'll head inside so the wolf can't get in.
To go inside.
Let's see what the wolf does when he gets near this house. Hopefully he won't be able to get in. And by the way, here he comes right now. He's on his way in. It looks like he wants very badly to try to get in, knocking on the door.
It looks like the third piggy is really scared, and he already knows it's the wolf knocking on the door, so he wants to use the gasoline according to the plan. Wait, but what's the plan? Is he going to do what his dead brothers asked him to do? That's about as reckless as it gets.
I hope he doesn't do that after all. Instead, he'll somehow burn the wolf. And by the way, look at that. The wolf was able to get inside that house, but it looks like that little pig threw a lighter. Apparently, he doused the whole house with gasoline so that the two of them would burn.
Look at this. Everything in this house is on fire. Looks like that little piggy put that plan into action after all. Oh no. This is the most tragic ending imaginable. Well, it looks like this really is one of the creepiest games we've ever played.
And by the way, Did you even see those 3 creepy faces? Okay, looks like something scary happened here. And by the way, look at the wolf. Not about to go completely up in flames, but right now he's disappeared somewhere. Looks like the piglets got what they wanted after all.
The wolf is burned, and it looks like we are now seeing the ghost of this wolf. To be honest, he looks a little weird. Okay, what's going on here is really as dumb as possible. This ghost says that a witch did this for revenge, and he wants a happy ending. But he's going to burn in hell for his actions.
God, everything that happens here is really maximally scary and creepy. Honestly, I don't think we've ever seen a creepier game in our lives. By the way, this ghost says we need to go after the witch to save my brother, and I'm still not at all sure what's going on here. But it looks like this is the end of this creepy spectacle after all.
Look, it says here that they can rest in peace. This was really happening to put their souls to rest. Okay, wait, seriously. It looks like this guy wasn't completely burned after all. Some black silhouette appeared behind him and took him away. Well, okay, that was about as creepy and scary as it gets.
Now let's move on to the next video. Oh, okay, now it looks like we need to help this guy who accidentally broke a key and a piece was left inside the lock.
Okay, looks like we're gonna need to use these pliers. Oh my god, look at that! We actually managed to get that key!
Oh no! Looks like he saw his woman cheating on him right at that moment. I guess he didn't see that coming. Well, now we're moving on. And now we need to help this guy with the sink.
Let's help him clean up what's clogging the pipe. Okay, now we need to use this really cool thing. I think it's really maximizing the clogs.
Okay, now we need to get that part to the side again, and then let's try to get the rest of this shrimp. Okay, we got them, and now we can move on.
Now we've got the head of this shrimp and we're moving it over here. Okay, the only thing left to get out is the tail, and I think the clog will be cleared after that. The character tool is too naughty, and it sometimes gets stuck in textures.
Okay, we were able to get all the parts of this shrimp, and now this basin is usable. Okay, we're moving on. And this is where we need to help this girl. It looks like she's being mugged right now, but for some reason we need to help the squid.
I'm not quite sure what we need to do, so let's try to move all of his tentacles somehow. It's quite possible that we need to do this in order to install the burglar.
Okay, we were able to straighten out all of his tentacles and pressed his pouch. Looks like right now he's shooting his ink at this mugger to stop him. Yeah, look at that! She was actually able to fight off the mugger with his help.
Okay, and we're finally moving on. And now we're moving on to the next level, and now we need to help make these instant noodles.
Okay, look at this. We're really getting through this as fast as we can. Now we need to add this seasoning here, and next we need to add hot water. After that, the noodles will be ready.
Okay, look at that. We did it really super fast, and now we're off to the next level. Look at that, it's catnap. We have to help him go to the bathroom.
God, these levels just seem really gross to me. And actually, I feel like they shouldn't be in this game because they look as disgusting as possible. But we were able to help him, and he seems to be feeling better now. I'm very happy for him, and we're moving on.
Look at that, she's pregnant. Looks like we should help the kittens be born. Oh my god, this is as disgusting as it gets. Let's get through this level so we don't have to go back to it.
Okay, now she's finally given birth to them and we can head to the next level. And here again is a character from the Poppy Playtime universe. This time he needs help because he has pain in his buttocks area.
Let's give him that shot. Oh, great. Now he looks great. Well, we're moving on to the next level. This is where you and I need to help Jax. Apparently, he's suffering from dehydration, and we need to help him drink from this glass.
But first we need to clean it of all the filth that has accumulated inside. In general, it seems to me that after such disgusting things have been in this glass, it is not worth drinking from it. After all, there are particles of what we are cleaning up in this glass.
And I don't think anyone would want to drink bubble tea with bits of poop in it. Actually, it sounds kind of disgusting. Okay, we got to get it out of here. Awesome. Now Jax can finally drink, and we move on to another level.
And now we need to help a character from the Poppy Playtime universe again. This time he's choking very badly, and we need to remove these nasty things from his throat. Actually, I don't quite understand how they got there, but we managed to help, and now he can even sing songs.
Okay, this guy's really cool. And we're moving on, and this is where it looks like we need to help all the guys. Yeah, look at that. We need to put this arrow through the heart.
Oh my god, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Okay, the important thing is that we were able to help them. Now we have to help this guy get rid of some bad odors. Are you serious? They're gonna do it this way?
God, that looked as disgusting as possible. Well, let's try the less disgusting levels. There are a lot of disgusting levels, but the first one we got is quite easy. Here we just have to squeeze the poison out of this snake, and we did it with ease.
All right, now this guy's got a whole glass of snake venom, and we're moving on, and it looks like we're about to have to rescue this rhino.
Let's try to help this scorpion sting this hunter. Right now, we need to push that stinger right into its heel. All right.
Look at that. Looks like this guy's gonna suffer from the poison that got into his skin. We can help this woman feed the baby. Looks like this guy doesn't want to eat at all. Okay, well, I think we can handle this difficult task.
Right now, we have to move this spoon right into his mouth. Oh, great! Look at that. It looks like we're finally actually feeding him. But I think it's a rather strange consistency because this stuff is brown and viscous. It's a little bit like poop. Okay, hopefully it's not them, but normal food. Oh, great!
We were able to feed him, and now it looks like his mom is as happy as possible. And we move on, and here we need to help the farmer save his crop. Right now, we're going to need to dig a hole near his crop in order to unhook this worm. Okay, let's try to get through this.
I hope we can actually do this. Now we need to lower this shovel down in order to dig out the worm. All right, now we need to get it out. Look at that, we got it. And now we need to throw it out. Okay, now we need to harvest it. I hope that worm didn't damage it.
Oh, great! Look at this thing. It's really as big as it can get. Okay, we're moving on. Let's see what the next level has in store for us. And that's where we need to help this girl make sushi. Right now, it looks like we need to put this rice. Okay, we've done that, and now I think we need to put some salmon on top of that rice.
I hope we get perfectly even sushi. Awesome! Look at that. It looks like all we have to do now is put these balls on top. Okay, look at that. Now, this roll really does look very pretty. Okay, it looks like she's really happy with what she's gonna eat now.
And we're moving on. Here we need to help this guy jump down with the rope. Hopefully, he won't be too scared. Look, it looks like these guys are really scared, and we need to help them down. Cool. Now they're jumping with the rope. That's great.
I think they're very scared. It's actually a very extreme kind of vacation. Now we're gonna have to get this guy to fix his chair. Let's try to nail all these nails to this chair. By the way, look at this hammer. This hammer is magic because it nails all these nails on the first try. That's great.
Now this guy's sitting in a chair, and he seems pretty pleased. Okay, well, now we need to rock this whole rook in order for these guys to get extreme emotions. I think we can do it like this. Okay, look at that. Looks like they're having a really extreme ride.
Well, we've helped rock this rook, and now the guys are in for a very extreme ride. We're going straight to the next level, and here we need to help the bear get free from the trap. Let's quickly try to open this trap in order to free his leg. Look at this, we have actually opened the trap, and now this bear's foot is free. He looks very happy.
And now we're moving on to the next level, and here we need to help this girl. It seems that it turns out that it's not the girl we need to help, but the guy who wants to peep on her. In order to do that, we had to unscrew all these bolts. Oh my god, this is as disgusting as it gets. He's really gonna peep on her, that's so wrong.
Okay, we're moving to the next level. Looks like this is where that guy dropped his phone down the toilet. Oh my god, I think we need to get him to flush the poop first and then get his hands in that toilet because otherwise he'd have to touch the poop with his hands. But now we've finally been able to help him get that phone out, and I hope that phone is still working.
We are moving on to the next level, and this is where we need to help the vet with this dog.
Okay.
It looks like this dog has gotten some worms, or, although more likely, what looks like constipation. We need to put this dilator in, and now we need to push this pill through.
Great. We did it with ease, and now all her constipation is gone. But it looks like whatever was inside that dog went right into that doctor's face. God, it looked as disgusting as possible.
Okay, we're moving on to the next level. Here, this guy can't seem to find his sneaker, but this cat is about to do some dirty deeds. It looks like he's decided to poop right in this sneaker. Honestly, it's about as disgusting as it gets. Okay, let's help him do it, although I didn't really want to help this cat.
It's quite possible that this guy is late for some important meeting, and he'd be most uncomfortable if his shoes were ruined. Okay, look at this. It looks like this cat is constipated, and we're really making it as difficult as possible to help him.
How'd you handle that? And now we just need to get the last third poop out. Well, I hope we can do that without any problems.
That's great, look at that! We really did it, and it looks like this guy's gonna be pretty pissed now. Okay, we're moving on. What can we do to help a guy who accidentally hit a nail?
We need to get all these nails out of the tire and then patch the whole tire with these band-aids. Okay, we're down to the last band-aid. All right, looks like there's no air coming out of that tire now, and this guy can go on his way.
Here, we need to help this girl who decided to chop onions. Let's help her, but I think cutting onions is the worst possible thing to do because it makes everyone cry. Okay, let's just cut all these onions. Wow, look at that. We're really finally getting it all done.
And now we move on to another level. It looks like these guys decided to have a beer, and right now we need to help them with a can opener to open it. Look at that. We actually managed to help them do it. Lucky this beer didn't start foaming and coming out. Well, we passed that level too.
We move on to the next level, and here it looks like a family of homeless people found some food. Let's help them hide it. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. We opened this can very easily, and now it looks like they're going to be fed.
Okay, let's help this chicken. Now we need to get everything out of her cloaca, but I think that's going to be quite a problem because of the amount of stuff in there.
Oh, okay. We already got the egg and some rainbow thing that looked a lot like poop. I hope it wasn't her. Great. We finally got it all out, and now we're on to the next level.
Let's move on, and look at this. Apparently, this guy got stung right in his buttock. Looks like we need to swat this mosquito. Let's kill it. All right, that mosquito's finally dead. We got him. I'm actually getting the most annoyed with these insects.
Okay, and we're off to the next one. It looks like we're going to have to help a guy pull his hair out here, and we're offered a choice of tools, but we decline. Oh my god, look at this. Turns out it's not a hair, it's a nasty worm.
We finally got it, and it's insanely awesome. It's great. It looks so much better now.
And now we find ourselves in a dental clinic. We're gonna need some help extracting this guy's tooth. Let's do it quickly.
Oh my god, look at that tooth. It's really loose. Okay, let's get it out. This guy's yelling really loud, but I can imagine how much pain he's in. Seems like a very unpleasant process, but for some reason we can't get it out.
All right, finally. We got that tooth out. God, it was really long and painful, but we got it out. Now we have to help this cat. Apparently he swallowed a mouse.
And no, it turns out we need to help the mouse get out of the cat. Great, she made it to the top, and now she's free. Well, I'm very happy for this mouse, and now we have to help this guy.
Wait, realistically, he's upset because he got the wrong toy, and because of that, he decided to completely break it. God, this guy is a complete idiot. It's entirely possible that his parents simply didn't have enough money for a normal toy, and he decided to show how much he didn't like it this way. I hate to help him do this, but unfortunately, there's no way we can get through this game anymore.
So we still have to help him, but it's a terrible thing to do because after all, his parents gave him some kind of gift. That's an act of consideration. Okay, we helped take this toy apart, and it looks like his parents are gonna be furious. God, this is the worst possible thing. This kid is very naughty.
And we're moving on. And here we need to help that guy get rid of these leeches that are stuck in his arm. Oh my god, they look so disgusting.
Great. We got them out. And now I hope this guy's feeling a lot better. He's screaming really loud. I hope he wasn't in too much pain. Next, we're offered a bonus level, but we're not going to go through it. We need to help that guy get rid of the mugger.
Okay, looks like we need to sting him with this bee. Let's hurry up and do it. Oh my god, look at its sharp sting. And we helped sting this guy right between the buttocks. I hope he wasn't in too much pain. Well, looks like this guy's saved now, and this robber won't take his money, and we're moving on.
Okay, we're going to the next level. And here we're gonna have to help this guy go to the bathroom. Okay, let's help him go to the bathroom. Yeah, great. We're helping him defecate. Actually, it looks as disgusting as possible. But it looks like we've really helped him now, and he's relieved himself a lot.
Okay, that looked super gross. I hope there aren't any more levels like that. Look at this. It turns out we're going to have to help that guy harvest carrots. By the way, this carrot looks as weird as possible. It looks a lot like human legs.
Oh, okay, we got all those carrots and now the crop is harvested. That makes me very happy, and we're moving on. Oh my god, look at this. This girl's got something living in her armpit, and we're gonna have to get it out. Oh my god, look at the sheer number of different hairs and insects. Okay, we got all that hair out with that sticky stuff, and now we've gotten all the insects out. She seems to be feeling much better now. That was about as gross as it gets. Okay, now we need to help this cat get out of the snake. Apparently she swallowed it, but we'll need to help get it out of here.
Oh, okay, I hope we can actually make it, but it's actually really quite difficult because this snake is quite large. Great, we finally got that cat. Well, it looks like its owner is as happy as possible now. And we move on to the next level. Let's see what's waiting for us there. Here, we need to help this guy eat a burger.
Jesus, he didn't even chew it. Okay, let's help him swallow all this food. I think it would be a lot easier if he chewed it, but it looks like this burger is still in one piece, even in his stomach. Well, right now we're heading straight to the next level.
This guy has some kind of oral health problem. My God, he has a huge worm right in his mouth. This guy is truly disgusting. I can't imagine what you have to do in your life to let your mouth get so dirty.
But it looks like we've cured him now and we can move on. We've reached the next level. Oh my God, look at that. It's Jax, and he's got the smelliest armpits. I don't think this guy's been taking care of himself at all. Okay, let's get these worms out of here and rip his hair out.
I think it will help him get rid of that bad smell. Oh, look at him. He feels great now.
I'm very interested in finding out who is actually the strongest of all the characters in this universe. So let's head straight with you right now to finally start comparing them.
The first person we'll be comparing will be Sonic. It looks like we will be comparing him to Dr. Robotnik. I think it was obvious that Sonic would beat him because that Doctor is a really weak character.
Now let's see who's stronger. Of course, the egg pod will be stronger because it's a spaceship after all. But now we're going to see who's the stronger of the two, and obviously it's going to be Sonic.
Of course, when he's electrically charged, he's much more powerful, but he's still even stronger than Dr. Eggman. He's only got 5 units of strength. I don't think there's anyone weaker than this guy, because he's really as weak as possible. But the Death Robot turns out to be much stronger than the original Sonic from the second movie.
If it's electrically charged, it will still be half as weak as this giant robot. But Supersonic will be much stronger. After all, it has many more units of force. Wait, are we really gonna compare him to Geralt? But Geralt's one of the weakest characters. Like, 5 units of strength. Bro, you're a total asshole.
Okay, comparing them was really maximally stupid because this guy is really mega weak. Now let's compare them to Dr. Eggmaster. It's pretty weird that he's the same strength as Dr. Geralt. Now we're gonna compare them to a space colony. This space colony has as much as 450 units of strength. That's really quite a lot. I don't think there are many people who can really compare to it on an equal footing.
Let's see what other characters can at least closely match this space colony. I feel like Shadow should definitely be at least somewhat close to them, but unfortunately, he only has 172 units of strength. Now let's look at how strong Supersonic is, and it's unfortunately weaker than the space colony as well. In fact, it's really kind of weird that the space colony is that strong.
Interesting, maybe classic Sonic could be a bit stronger, but he only has 180 units. It looks like he was able to match the space colony, but now we'll compare him to the deadly robot egg, and they're pretty much equal. This robot only had 2 less units of strength than Sonic. I don't even remember him in the cartoon, and he's really quite weak.
Although right now, he's at 106 power units. Now let's compare it to a dragon egg. The dragon egg has 500 power. I think there are very few people who can match it in strength. By the way, Sonic from Sonic's Adventures has 400 power units, which is really quite a lot. Let's take a look at how many power units Sonic from Part 2 has here. There's only 410 of them. We definitely need to find some character who can be stronger than him.
I really hope we can still find some character that can actually be his equal. And look at that! This version of Sonic has 440 power. That was almost close to a dragon egg, just like Shadow. But we didn't find any characters that could be stronger than him because all of these characters are pretty close to what he really is.
Well, I hope we can find a much stronger character after all. By the way, look at that. Shadow was only 10 units short of his power. The new Sonic was much stronger than that dragon egg. And now we compare it to a biological lizard, and it has a whopping 1,200 power units. Is this creature really that strong?
I think we're going to have a lot of trouble finding a creature that's actually stronger than him, because those creatures are really quite scarce. This version of Sonic only has 550 power, but it's entirely possible that we could still find someone who is at least equal in power to him. I can't even believe that this brown lizard can be so strong and so much stronger than all the other characters from Sonic. It even seems a little weird.
Absolutely no one can compare to this lizard. It seems like all of these characters are really as weak as possible. But I hope we can still find someone who is at least equal in strength to this creature. And it looks like we have. Look at Sir Lancelot's 9,700,000 units of power. It looks like one of the strongest creatures ever.
And now I'm thinking that this creature will have absolutely no equal. There seems to be a space colony here that has 15.2 quintillion power. That's realistically one of the most gigantic values in this game. I don't think we'll definitely be able to find anyone stronger than her. After all, even Excalibur has 100 million power, which is way too little.
Let's see what other characters are here. Black Sonic's 4 billion is quite a lot, but unfortunately it certainly can't be more than a space colony. Maybe we'll find a character that turns out to be stronger. But it looks like we've really found some of the strongest characters in this comparison. I hope we're at least getting close to that. After all, someone has to beat them for sure.
By the way, to be honest, I didn't even know there were so many varieties of these characters in the Sonic universe. There really are a lot of them. You're surprising me. Okay, let's take a look. It's quite possible that we'll find at least one that will be much stronger than this space colony. And by the way, the characters we're shown now really do turn out to be as strong as possible.
And they're already even slightly close in values to this space colony, but they still don't prove to be stronger than it. Well, I'm still holding out hope and hoping that we'll find at least one that turns out to be stronger than her. By the way, Super Shadow is already maxed out, but still wasn't as strong as the colony. It's quite possible that we still need to wait until we get a character that's at least close to that value.
Honestly, I think these stats are really super small to overpower an entire space colony, but look at how many characters were offered here. Hopefully we'll still see someone stronger at some point, and I think we're finally getting to that character. Yes! Look at him, he's much stronger than this space colony.
But now we've met the Time Eater, and even he turned out to be weaker than the modern Supersonic. But now they decide to show us the regular version of Sonic, and it turns out he's even stronger than the Time Eater, and he's 3 times stronger. Okay, it looks like we're now seeing the strongest characters in this entire universe, and I think they're really going to be as hard to beat as possible.
And look at the strength of Hypersonic. I don't think anyone can be stronger than these characters. But Shadow's Hyper is a little stronger after all. Wait, really? Supersonic from the old comics could be stronger than Hypersonic? That seems even a little weird. Honestly, I don't believe it at all.
But it seems like this comparison was really compiled by some maximally weird person because he decided to give them too much importance, and I don't think we're going to find a villain who is stronger than all the characters who appear on the left. He's so powerful that that significance doesn't fit in my head anymore. It seems to me that there are simply no such numbers. Still, let's keep watching this comparison.
It's quite possible that we'll get to the strongest character. I'm very interested to see which of these characters turns out to be the strongest, and I think we're as close as possible to seeing it. I hope that character is already as close as possible, because the numbers that are here are really huge.
Wait, really? Turns out Shadow's Hyper was the strongest. Okay, that seems to be the end of this comparison, and now we're off to watch an interesting sea monster battle animation.